Hello lovely stitchers, I hope you're all well. I know it's been a long time since I've been here and I just wanted to come on and say yes, I'm still here and I will still be creating some videos for you, but I've just had this complete creative block. I think it's because I've had so much going on with the new studio down the bottom of the garden, which I won't be recording from. It's just not feasible in that area. That is just for my kind of stock, if you like, of all the fabrics and threads and everything that's in the little online shop. That's all in there. So I've sort of that's been a really hard sort of task, if you like, where all my family's been involved, so it's been quite nice, but it has meant that I haven't really sort of had that time to spend creating. And I know that there's been one or two of you that have been waiting for me to complete the little stitch book, and I do apologise, and it is still here. I haven't done it, but I am sort of preparing myself. I think it's just, I just don't know what to do with it. I'm just struggling. If anybody out there's got any sort of big ideas, that'd be wonderful for me. But it is coming. I felt more like creating since I say the royal I, meaning Heather, came along last week and helped me completely clear this room, have a big old turnaround so you can see things in the background, and you know, probably it's not such a mess. It was a complete and utter mess, and it was so stacked high with things for the Harrogate Knitting and Stitching show. I just could not create. So that's where I've been sort of in the doldrums of non-creativity, but I just wanted to come on and explain it to you really. I feel like it's something that we all, as creatives, we all go through, so it's not a secret and it's not something I'm hiding from. It's just that I just didn't know where to start. You know, I know it's a long pause because I'm just thinking off the top of my head really what I'm trying to kind of say. It's a combination of probably lots of things going on. I've been to France to my brother's, which has been the most successful trip for the French linens that I love to use and the laces that I love to use. Me and my brother and sister-in-law, they have taken me all kinds of places, and we kind of fight over little things, the tiniest bit of lace or something like that, or a bit of embroidery that we see. So that's been really lovely. I've spent a bit of time back there by myself. A couple of friends came out. They brought one lot came in the camper, so they brought one lot of fabrics back for me. Another lot of friends have brought some more fabrics back for me, which I'm going to go and collect from up the road. So I sort of had a mass spending spree on vintage linens and fabrics, which I absolutely loved. I did a little bit of rust dyeing while I was there, just a little tiny bit, just some, because my brother's business, Le Jardin Creatif, he creates things from junk, so he's got lots of rusty old bits and bobs in his barn. So I went and scurried around in there and did some sort of rust dyeing. I also tried my hand at cyanotype, but I don't think I got that right. In fact, I know I didn't get that right, so that's something for another time. I think it's because I wasn't in my own environment, and I was very conscious of wastage of water there because they're on a well system, and I didn't want to do so. I sort of think I kind of struggled a bit with the process of that, so I'm going to have another go at it anyway. So yeah, what else did I do while I was there? I drove by myself to Bordeaux, which was about a 2.5-hour drive. En route I stopped at a place called I forgot what it's called in French, but basically it translates into English into the Cave of the Finders, which was wonderful. It was like a fabric and what would you call it? Tat. Heaven for me. I found lots of bits and bobs, not so much in the way of sewing related things, but just other things that did I find? I found a little tiny children's iron that was electrical. I mean, can you imagine giving your child an iron these days, plugging it into the electrics? It was like, I was thinking, oh my gosh, why would you do that? But you know, I'm sure as kids we had really dangerous tools that we wouldn't give to children these days, but hey ho. So they were the good old times. But yeah, so I'm feeling a lot more creative. I have created a pattern for a new little creature who's going to be coming along soon. So that was, I haven't sort of made him yet, but I've created the basic pattern. I've been creating some things for the Harrogate show, just for the stand. One particular one I'm doing, and it is all about Nottingham. I was very inspired by a lady in the local area who makes things out of vintage tea towels. You know, those ones, the kitsch ones that you used to get on a holiday. You still can get them in England. I don't know, in the UK, I don't know whether you can in any other places, and she makes lovely bags and things like that, and I was very inspired, and I said to her, I'm going to pinch your idea and make one of my creatures in a tea towel, and she was really excited about that. So that's something I have been sort of doing little bits, but nothing. I felt like I couldn't come on YouTube because I didn't feel myself. I didn't feel like creating. I didn't feel like being the bubbly person I am. I just felt like it was way too much. Whether it's to do with the menopause and you know, getting older, I don't know. Feeling a little bit like, oh my gosh, why am I doing this? Nobody's watching anything, you know. And having self-doubt and imposter syndrome, and I know that lots and lots of us get that. And I know somebody was telling me that Beyonce, she suffers hugely from imposter syndrome. Not that I'm sort of relating myself to comparing myself to Beyonce, but you know where I'm coming from. So yeah, and not getting a lot of sleep because of things that are going on. Nothing sinister or serious, just a lot of action to do with the show, and things that needed ordering and have come, and then oh my gosh, I think the studio stroke shed down the bottom of the garden has been a huge weight off my mind. Things have gone in, all the racking's in, everything's been put into order. Heather's labelled things, she's done so much for me. It's been totally liberating. So I've now got my creative space back. I feel really good about it. Just need to set up a couple of bits for the lighting. I'm just going to have a sip of my tea. I've just knocked this over, by the way, and sent it flying across, so luckily it didn't spill completely over, but it's because I get excited and talk with my hands. And I know I've stopped scratching and touching my hair and all these things that people comment on, because that's what people do. Yeah. So, yeah. I'm just trying to sort of get back into the flow of things, and I've been sort of watching other people's videos, and I was watching Catherine over on K3N, and she really gave me inspiration this week, or last week really, having moved back to England and becoming newly single, and I could really relate to that. Not moving back to England, I've always lived here, but being single after many years, I can really relate to her. So I got a bit of inspiration from her, to be honest, and I thought, you know what, I need to kick up the bum. If Catherine can carry on, I need to really get on with things. And my son today, we've been out and about. We've had a very busy day today with one thing and another. He's taken the dog to the groomers. He's been for a job interview as he's taken his HGV, heavy goods vehicle licence, recently. So he's embarking on a new career. For those of you who are new here, my son's high functioning autistic, and it is super exciting for him to be doing that and getting out into the world again after a quite a time of being sort of encapsulated here in the home. So yeah, we've done that today, and thankfully they've given him a trial, so that's really exciting. Then they've had to take him to the dentist for a root canal, not so nice. And then I've come back and I've had a little sort of cleared the decks, cleared up, made a list of what I'm going to do. And then I thought, do you know what, I'm coming on here, I'm going to do a video. Because both my son and my daughter have said, you haven't done a video for a long time, you really need to get back out there and do it. So here I am. I know it's not sewing related. I'm sure some of you out there have already switched off, but if you stayed with me through my waffle, thank you. And please, you know, stick with me. I am going to do some more videos. In fact, it's tomorrow. It's not tomorrow's job, actually. It's later on to this evening's job. Once I've had some lunch, and not lunch, dinner. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to have a think about it. I know I said if you've got any ideas, let me know. But I might have already come across an idea, actually, while I've been talking. So, yeah. And I'm going to do the thing that I hate doing, and give me the thumbs up and subscribe if you've not subscribed. Have a look at my other videos. I know some of them are quite long, and I am trying to sort of limit them, but then I think, oh well, it's me, it's what I am, you know, and some people come back to them and what have you. So yeah, hit the sort of that little bell that gives you the notifications. Have a look at the shop as well if you like your stitchy threads. You know, we've got lovely sheepies threads in there, really great prices. That's my plug over. I'm just looking over at Reggie. He's got his little window seat. I could do a little tour of both this room and my shed, my studio stroke shed down the bottom of the garden. If you'd like that, please put it in the comments and see what, and I'll see what I can do. But Reggie's got a big window seat where he sits. And for those of you who are new, Reggie's my son's little doggy. He's his emotional support dog. So yeah, I'm going to stop now because I'm conscious that I'm just talking about absolutely nothing now. And hopefully I'll see you again soon, and stick with me please. Bye bye. Happy stitching.